Breaking news: Falcons quarterback situation takes center stage. There's been a lot of buzz online after the Falcons' recent 15-9 win over the Las Vegas Raiders, and we're here to break it all down. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and stay tuned for all the updates. The quarterback situation in Atlanta has taken an unexpected turn. Falcons head coach Raheem Morris was hesitant to confirm Kirk Cousins as the starting quarterback for their upcoming game against the New York Giants. During the post-game press conference, Morris kept things uncertain, saying, "We just got back, man. We still have to go through the whole process like we always do. Obviously, coming back late last night after a big win, but..." Morris didn't shy away from the team's struggles at quarterback. He acknowledged the challenges, adding, "There's always going to be questions when it comes to the head coach and the quarterback. We have to be transparent. We need to play better. That's what needs to be addressed if we're going to find ways to beat our next opponent, the New York Giants." This marks the first time Morris has publicly shown uncertainty about Cousins as the starter. Even during a tough four-game losing streak, where Cousins threw 8 interceptions and no touchdowns, Morris had firmly backed him. However, with the Falcons' playoff hopes hanging by a thread, fans are calling for change. Enter Michael Penix Jr., the team's first-round rookie and the 8th overall pick in April's draft. Many are eager to see if he can bring a spark to the offense. While the Falcons' defense shined against the Raiders, forcing key turnovers and blocking 2 punts, the offense continued to struggle. Cousins finished the game with 11 completions on 17 attempts, totaling just 112 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. His lone touchdown, a 30-yard pass to Drake London in the first quarter, was his first since Week 9, ending a frustrating 17-quarter drought. Despite the win, Atlanta's passing game managed only 93 yards, their lowest output of the season. Now sitting at 7-7, the Falcons remain in the playoff race, but the pressure is mounting. Will Atlanta stick with Cousins, or is it time to turn to the rookie Penix? The Giants are up next, and the decision could define the Falcons' season. Stay tuned. Falcons face razor-thin margin for playoff dreams. The Falcons' path to the playoffs is hanging by a thread. To secure a postseason spot, they'll likely need to win all 3 of their remaining games against the Giants, Commanders, and Panthers. But even that might not be enough. They must also keep pace with the division-leading Buccaneers. While Atlanta holds the tiebreaker over Tampa Bay, they no longer control their own destiny. Head coach Raheem Morris acknowledged the stakes in his Tuesday press conference, but stayed tight-lipped on who would start at quarterback moving forward. He reflected on the team's strategy, saying, "We brought in Kirk Cousins to give us an immediate chance to win. At the same time, we wanted a young quarterback to lead us into the future. We didn't want that gap between Matt Ryan and whoever came next, which ended up being Kirk. That was always the plan." The initial idea was to let rookie Michael Penix Jr. develop behind Cousins, but desperate times may call for desperate measures. Cousins has struggled with turnovers this season, leading the league with 16 interceptions, 9 of them in the last 5 games alone. Meanwhile, Penix has been impressing in practice, and fans are clamoring to see what the first-round pick can do under pressure. Despite the growing calls for change, Morris remained non-committal. "We're in the process of evaluating everything as an organization. Our job is simple. You've got to win. We'll do whatever it takes to win as many games as possible this season." So here's the big question. Will it be Kirk Cousins leading the Falcons against the Giants? Or will rookie Michael Penix Jr. finally get his shot? This decision isn't just about this season. It could define the Falcons' future. What do you think, Falcons fans? Should the team stick with the experience of Cousins, or is it time to unleash Penix and see if he can save the season with the playoffs on the line? A win's a win. Falcons' risky decisions pay off. What did you think of the Falcons' 15-9 win? It wasn't the prettiest victory, but it snapped a 4-game losing streak and kept their playoff hopes alive. The buzz isn't just about the result. It's the bold decisions by the coaching staff and the standout plays that have everyone talking. Let's start with a puzzling coaching move. Why did the Falcons skip field goals and opt to punt instead? Young-Ho Koo, one of the NFL's most reliable kickers, has nailed a 58-yard field goal in his career. Yet on their first offensive possession, head coach Raheem Morris chose to punt instead of attempting a 55-yard kick. The result? A touchback that gained only 18 yards of field position. Coach Morris admitted he was frustrated with how that punt played out, but later in the game, he doubled down on the same strategy, punting from a similar distance. This time, the execution was flawless. The Falcons pinned the Raiders inside their own 5-yard line, and the defense capitalized by forcing a safety. Morris explained the logic behind his decisions. "We were playing a keep-away style of football, aiming to keep the Raiders from scoring touchdowns, and it worked. They only found the end zone once all night." Special teams played a key role in this win. Kadarl Hodge blocked a punt and tipped another. Kevin King blocked an extra point, and Avery Williams delivered critical returns. It was a night where field position and defensive dominance took center stage, rather than placing the burden entirely on the offense or quarterback Kirk Cousins. The Falcons showed that sometimes unconventional strategies can pay off, but what do you think? Were these coaching calls genius or risky overthinking? Let us know in the comments below. Drake London shines amid Falcons' offensive struggles. Let's talk about Drake London, a rising star who continues to prove why he's one of the NFL's brightest talents. Despite Atlanta's ongoing struggles in the passing game, London made a huge impact in their win over the Raiders. His first-quarter touchdown, a stunning 30-yard catch on a perfectly executed double move, was the only touchdown scored by either team. That play extended his incredible streak to 5 consecutive primetime games with a touchdown, tying the longest active streak in the NFL over the past decade. London's stat line for the night: 3 catches on 3 targets for 53 yards and that all-important touchdown. Impressive, but here's the issue. 3 targets just aren't enough for a player of his talent. If the Falcons want to stay competitive in their final games, getting London more involved has to be a top priority. Even with inconsistent quarterback play, London has been a standout. He's now just 81 yards away from his first 0-0-0-yard season, with 78 catches and 7 touchdowns. One more trip to the end zone this season would double his career touchdown total, a remarkable feat considering the challenges this offense has faced. Looking ahead, the Falcons sit at 7 and control their own destiny in the NFC South. With games against the Giants, Commanders, and Panthers left, 3 straight wins would crown them division champions and secure a playoff spot. But the road is anything but easy. Can head coach Raheem Morris and this team make the right calls down the stretch? Was punting instead of taking field goals the right move? Can London and the offense deliver in clutch moments? And most importantly, can the Falcons find consistency and win 3 straight games when it matters most? What do you think, Falcons fans? Is Drake London the key to unlocking this offense, or will quarterback struggles continue to hold this team back? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates, insights, and exclusive Falcons content. Together, we'll ride the highs and lows of this season to the very end. Thanks for watching, and as always, rise up.